Nice job, guys. All right, next team coming to the state. Coming to the stage. Here we go. Start of the day in 4th place. He's flying solo. He doesn't have his teammate with him this week. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. You guys welcome Ryan Patterson from Kansas State University.
All right, you guys give it up for Ryan Patterson one more time, because he was out there fishing by himself all week.
Wow.
Made the top 5. His brother's his partner, wasn't able to make the event, but is now here supporting him, and Jason will talk about that with Ryan in a minute. But just an outstanding job to a man that was fishing by himself all week. I mean, that's the first time we've had a guy fishing by himself make our top 5, and now you guys are going to the national championship.
Man, my goal this week was just to catch fish. Practice was so brutal, and all I wanted, I remember I called him the night before the tournament. I go, man, if I catch 2 keepers a day, I'll be ecstatic. And I am not going to lie, that fish came at 2:30, and I saw they had video earlier. We're all getting ready to get a real good laugh, because when I caught this fish, you guys are going to get a good laugh out of this.
Okay. All right, well, day 1, Ryan, you had 4 pounds and 10 ounces. Day 2, you had 2 pounds and 3 ounces. You're now 6 pounds, 2 ounces behind Northwestern. Only 1 fish today?
Yeah, only 1. I had to work for it.
Had to work for it. All right, the bites are few and far between for 16 inchers. Ryan Patterson's day 3 weight. 1 fish, 2 pounds and 6 ounces. That moves him into 3rd with 9 pounds and 3 ounces.
Good job, Ryan. Come on over here, representing Kansas State. Not going to take the lead. And I was just told by our tournament director literally about 30 seconds ago that your brother will be joining you at the national championship. So you won't be by yourself come spring of next year. That's great news.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, that kid right there with the last name of Patterson, he can fish just as good as I can.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. We've been talking about you all week long.
And don't be fooled. There were a couple times this week where I definitely missed fishing with him, and I'm telling you right now, I made it with this one by myself, but the next one I'm going to need him. So I am looking forward to getting him back behind me, and we're going to catch him.
Well, you definitely have an advantage when you have 2 lines in the water at all times. So when you can only have 1, you get half the chances. But like you just heard Justin said, in college history, we've never had a one-man team make it to the final day. So you obviously did something right. What was it? Was it a key bait, the location for you?
I think it was a combination of everything. It was really tough this week. If this would have been a deep deal where it's 20 feet plus and everybody could throw crankbaits, I definitely wouldn't even be up here. I wouldn't even be in the top 5. I was fishing way up the river. I think it took me 36 minutes from launch to get to where I was at. And I stayed there all day. I fished the same bank for 6 hours one day. And it was just an absolute grind. Every time I thought I was going to leave, I was just like, oh, I got to stay. And I was using a real light jig, and I just stuck it out and made it happen.
So how shallow? What was going on?
It depended. Sometimes it was 6 inches. Sometimes I caught that one today in 12 feet. It just had to be around a real big boulder, and you had to fish it 3 or 4 times before he'd bite.
Well, we're going to try to get that footage. I don't know that we'll get it in time, but make sure you watch November 20th, because I heard it was quite a fight to get that fish in the boat.
That fish came unbuttoned as it was coming over the gun rail, and it was bouncing over the other gun rail, and I jumped from the front deck about halfway back and jumped on it and pretty much just sat on it. And the funny part is I was fishing in a no-wake zone area, and there were pleasure boats coming by me, and my boat was just going like this, and I got up, and I was just so mad. I was just like, that is what I'm talking about. And like, all these people on pontoon boats were like, woo! They all thought I was sponsored by Walmart. So I definitely had, as I left, he goes, hey, you got any free coupons? And I was like, come to the weigh-in. So if you're here, I'll buy something for you from Walmart. So
some of our pros that get put into the Walmart wrapped boat on the final day, we have people all the time going, I didn't know you could buy boats at Walmart. You can't. Those are our special Ranger boats that you obviously can go out and buy. But I know you had a great experience. Looking forward to having your brother in the boat with you. You had a party of 1 out there, but you've had a lot of support all week long, Kansas State fans.
My mom drove 9 hours on the night of day 2 and called me at 6 o'clock and said, we're headed your way. And they were at the boat ramp when I launched to take off. My grandparents were here the night of practice, and I've got a real good support system. I've got a 5-year-old cousin. His name's Briar, and he's watching right now on FLW Live, and I can't wait to take him fishing next weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for watching this week. I've got an amazing group of friends and family that support us, both him and me. And I'm just ready to get fish for the national championship. That's all I'm ready for.
Look out for the Patterson brothers in Kansas State come spring of next year. You guys shake it off. Nice job, man.